Scott. It's been beautiful out today, but what will we have for the rest of the week?
Well, as far as the rest of the week, it's debatable how good it'll be, but we'll talk about that in a couple moments. Let's go and start off by looking across the rest of the state at today's temperatures. It was gorgeous out today, pretty much 70s throughout the entire state. A couple high 60s, but for the most part, very comfortable and just a nice springtime breeze that's now impacting us. So great weather. You can see off to Goodland to the west, we have a high of 70. Here in Kansas City, a high of 71. So great weather. Can't ask for much more at this point in time in the year. We'll go and take a quick look at our national satellite. You can see a lot of cloud cover down towards kind of the Rio Grande River there towards Texas and Mexico in the Panhandle. And then you can see that little bit actually in Kansas off to the northwest. And that's what you can see right here in our local satellite. You can see a lot of kind of high clouds and low clouds actually with the light and dark whites that are off to the west portion of the state, and that's actually what's causing some precipitation. Fortunately, looking at our radar, you can see a little bit of that precipitation off to the northwest, but we won't actually see that here in Lawrence and in Kansas City. That'll actually progressively move eastward, but as well also to the north. So fortunately, we won't have to deal with that at this point in time, but we'll have to deal with a little bit of that later in the week. Here's a quick look at today's weather. As you can see, the closest thing we have was actually a high pressure system, which actually just kind of kept our temperatures and our weather very comfortable here today. And going on into tomorrow, you can see that high pressure system moving out of the area towards the south. And you see a little bit of precipitation kind of on the east side of the Rockies towards the north. And that's what's actually going to start moving this direction over Tuesday and into Wednesday, bringing us a chance of precipitation. And there you can see Thursday evening, pretty much right here in the Kansas City area in Lawrence, and then going into Wednesday, that's when it'll start impacting us. But fortunately, still tomorrow we'll have great temperatures right there in the 60s, even a few 70 temperatures down towards the south, but for us, closer to Topeka and Kansas City, it'll be right there in the upper 60s tomorrow, so great weather, a little breezy, but it shouldn't be too bad, and it'll still be from the south tomorrow, so it'll be very comfortable. Here's a quick look at our forecast for for tonight. Partly cloudy, a low of 41. And there you can see that southerly component of our winds at 5 to 15 mile an hour, which will keep us very comfortable during the overnight hours. Then going into tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 68. Like I said, a little bit breezier, but still that southerly component, so it'll keep it very comfortable. And then going into tomorrow evening, a little bit of a cool down at 48, and that's where we'll start having that chance of thunderstorms with about a 40% chance. And we'll see what the rest of the week holds in a little bit.
All right, thank you, Scott. Sure.